Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
DK Metcalf, 53 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was taken.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Met. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 92 yards. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, man. Wait. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. In your face.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On play action, now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 12.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up second down.
The 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. And caught left side. Olsen.
Wilson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Warner. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
29. Seahawks 12.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw again, Wilson. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To number 14,
DK Metcalf.
Touchdown.
45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Conversion.
To throw again is Wilson. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
29. Seahawks 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara.
20.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. This is Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 17.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Is 3rd.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpired. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Garoppolo's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that one one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Richie James. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st and 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts
1st and goal.
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A loss of a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 22-yard.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
Today's final score, Niners 29.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this